myself. Ooh, this shadow is getting on my nerves. Anyway, so let me see if I can. Okay, that's better. You know, it's just whatever. But so I was doing some thinking, and recently I've rebuilt my relationship with my mom. So it's been about 2 years now, I want to say. For anybody to know, I didn't really have a relationship with my mother. We had a lot of differences. I mean, a lot. But that I'm expressing this, and you know, I often try to talk about things on my vlog that are really relatable. I sometimes try not to get too personal, but sometimes when you want to connect with people, you got to be real. And that's kind of where all of this is coming from. So this may be seeming like it's random, but no, I just really wanted to express that, like, rebuilding relationships with parents that, you know, may have not been there, or, you know, maybe were there and you guys just didn't have the best relationships, and you may have had a lot of misunderstandings. It pays off, because there was probably a span of like 5 years where me and my mom didn't talk, like completely no. It was just no. Her and my dad were going back and forth in court. You know, I had a guardian ad litem. There was just a lot going on. Like, there was so much going on, and I just, you know, at that age, I learned really early how to cut people off. It's hard to say, because, and it's crazy to say, because now, like, I have the biggest problem with cutting people off. I don't know, like, you try to see good in everybody, but at that point, like, I was like 15, and, you know, like, growing up, you see, like, your mom and dad going at it, and, you know, there was a lot of things that, you know, my mom did when it came to my dad that, you know, I didn't like. I'm a daddy's girl, y'all, so certain things you just, it's not gonna sit well. Like, certain things, you know, she was saying, I was like, no. So me and her would get into it, and she often felt like I was a very opinionated and expressive individual, which, y'all, started talking early. She wasn't wrong, and she didn't like my delivery on things, and even now she doesn't like my delivery on some things, and I have to, like, you know, now I have to pull back, because I'm like, you know, Mercedes, you gotta understand, like, my mom is different from me, and I'm different from her. There are a lot of things that we went through that I had to work on not being upset about. A lot of praying and a lot of crying went into it. Even if you're not religious, you got to understand that, you know, when it comes to building relationships, you got to heal that hurt. You can heal it in whatever way you choose to. Hopefully it's positive. I definitely am not recommending any negative ways of, you know, trying to deal with that pain, because it's not gonna go away. You gotta address it, and that's something with my mom I really had to address. Like, whenever I had a problem with her, I was shut down. I wouldn't talk. I wouldn't deal with it. It's like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with you. I'm done. And that's how it was for those 5 years. She was consistent. She reached out, but I just wasn't ready. There were so many incidents that we had, even situations of almost messing me up going to college. And, you know, for me, that was big, because it's like, you know, once you start realizing the potential that you have, it's like, whoa, this is serious. And as you get older, you start realizing, like, encounters with different things, how they can affect you. But now I channel that in a completely different way. If I have an issue with my mom, I just talk to her. I bring it to her in a different way, like, hey, this is how this, you know, bothered me. And, you know, I just wanted to let you know that way. If, like, sometimes if I act a certain way, it's because of that. And now, like, I'm having to learn, like, my mom has feelings too. Yes, we have had our differences. We have had a lot of arguments, a lot of fights. It's just, you know, it's just real. I'm keeping it real with y'all. Like, but at the end of the day, you know, if it wasn't for her and my dad, I wouldn't be here. And like I said, although she wasn't the best mom, she was not the worst. Trust me, she was not the worst. And, you know, I just had to understand, like, you in this world, people lose their parents every day. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. And it would hurt me if I knew that I could have fixed the relationship and talked it out and had her understand what went on with me. And, you know, I didn't take the opportunity, because there was a point where I almost lost my mom. There was. And it's crazy to say, but I was prepared for that. As hurtful as that is, and as hurtful as that was for me, You know, as a kid preparing for your mom to die, that's it puts a lot on you. And I think that's another reason why, like, I'm kind of standoffish with her, because it's like, she doesn't know this, but it's like, I prepared to lose you. Like, I had already lost her in like a motherly relationship way, but then I had prepared to lose her in a physical way, and it was a lot of things that I had to deal with. Like, my mom got sick at a young age for me, and I had went to go live with my dad, and it was just a lot that went on. I don't really talk about it because it's just like, it's emotional. Y'all, my feelings are coming out. I'm so emotional, I'm sorry. But yeah, you know, I really clung to my dad during that time, and I think that's why me and him have such a real bond, such a close bond, because at that time he played mommy and daddy for me. I had my other mom, I had my stepmom, and she's great. She's my mom. She didn't birth me, but that's my mom. But you know, my dad knew what I was going through personally, and I really clung to him. And you know, I was prepared to lose my mom. Like, it's crazy. I don't think I've even ever told anybody that. But when you prepare to lose a parent and you've already lost the relationship with them, it's just a lot. That's a lot to rebuild. But like I said, I'm telling y'all this because you never know what's gonna happen. And if you have a chance to rebuild with your parent, take it. And this ain't to say that anybody who does you wrong, you got to rebuild a relationship, because respect gets respect. I'm a firm believer of that. Like, you don't go out of your way for people who ain't going out of their way for you. It's just not, like, that stuff is draining. But if somebody is trying, and you know, they're acknowledging their mistakes, and this ain't to say that she acknowledged all her mistakes, because you know, my mom a little older, she's set in her ways. Y'all know how y'all parents can be. Parents, y'all know how y'all can be. And you know, I'm 23, so I'm at the age where I kind of sometimes think I know it all, but I don't. But you know, I'm growing, and you know, just realizing that growth within myself, like, it's gonna take time, investment. I've had to, you know, get to know my mom. She's had to get to know me, because I'm 23. I was 15 when me and her stopped talking. So, you know, but this is to say, if y'all have bonds that can be rebuilt, please rebuild them, y'all. It's just real. That was just something that was really weighing heavy on my heart. And it's the holiday season. Family is important, your support system, and people need you. Like, whether you realize it or not, people need you, and you need them. So, happy Christmas Eve. Y'all have a wonderful holiday. Bless somebody and be blessed. Bye, y'all.